Hello, friends of Pirate Shade. All you pirates out there. It's the 17th of September. I'm E. Giuliano, and I have some Pirate Chain price chart to show you. I'm going to share the screen. I hope you're doing well, staying hydrated, well rested. Yep, fully hygienic, taking all your supplements, or just basically eating well to stay on the righteous path. Okay, so what's going on here? Two ideas. The two ideas are coming from this channel that's building here. Okay, I'm pretty convinced we get our ABC pattern this way. And now we are furthering this corrective action. It's sideways, and so it's probably making a bunch of ABCs, in the forms of zigzags and flat patterns, maybe some X waves or whatever is going to happen to combine to create this sideways movement, which is neither impulsive nor it's not moving in one direction or other. The trend, it's a sideways trend. So we come into it and we begin to see, okay, in this sideways trend, what is happening here? Yeah, so we're channeling down in this pattern, which itself looks somewhat flat, but other things start to come of this. So for example, we made that C move all the way down to here. So maybe, we take some format to get ourselves up here. And then we make a similar format to bring ourselves back down. And then maybe we make our way up into here. And maybe we make our B here. And our C is going to come up to here. That's where we start thinking, okay, what's going on here? Well, maybe we're going to be, instead of having it to be like an ABC like this, which it could be, but at some point degrees start changing and expanding. They also can contract at times. So one thing I'm noticing is two potentials here. Two potentials. Let me take us to a line chart for this. So you see how we're channeling here. Well, two options. Either we're starting, this is like overall, we're having some form of, maybe this is an X wave up after the big C wave down, X wave up, and then an A, and now a B, and then we're going to make a dump down C. Well, if that's the case, we're going to be breaking this channel to the downside. So, and because that'll be showing the impulse move, similar to this action right here, you see how it impulsed down. So if that's the case, that's what we're watching for in this situation. And we would have had, let's say, a move here, and then we're going to eventually dump down and make our way back. And then who knows where the next move is going to be, the next low, but it'll be some odd thing like that where we break out of the channel at some point, and start making that impulsive move. This trend would be to the downside. Okay, now that's one idea. The other idea is, let's say this in itself is an ABC of a B wave, creating a B wave. So let's say we get some sort of, in this case, we get the A, we get the B, and now we're making our C. Where is that going? Well, I just want to retrace this A wave and say, yeah, you could argue that it's a type of flat, especially if you start bringing in candles, then we'll play that game too. Oops. Just for fun. We're taking, what am I doing here? Retracing, and A wave retraced so similarly into that between 61.8 and 81. So you can call that a weak B wave. And in which case, so if it is a weak B wave and we're looking at where could this be going, then, you know, because we're coming down here A and then down here B. Okay, so in that case, we'd be making a C wave that would likely be higher. So let's retrace the B wave and get ourselves something like into, you know, a 1-to-1 would be here, but more likely we're getting to around the 8,000 level, okay? And if we're lucky, even higher to a 1618 level, which would be at an 8,600 Satoshi level. But that's basically the idea here. That's the other potential. So if we're not going to break this channel to the downside in a decent amount of time, then there's a good chance we're actually finishing a move that goes into the cloud and to the upside. Maybe it just goes there, and then we figure out what the next move is. Maybe it doesn't, right? Maybe we get that higher move, even higher, and then from there we didn't quite go to 9,000, but you saw those levels, right? If we're retracing the B wave, wick to wick is about, you know, in the 8,000s, 7,500 for that sucker. And if we're just going with 7,500 for the 1-to-1, and if we're just going with the line chart, we can retrace this type of idea here. So we're just trying to create paths. So we're looking at 7,500 to 8,000 Satoshis, and if it's a really strong move, but I don't think we'd get that strong of a move just yet. First, we'd probably consolidate a little bit higher, right? Based on the overall trend, which is a sideways accumulation. We'd want to be accumulating and confirming things around this higher level, maybe even higher, before we could take off. So the other option is to continue with the channel, make up to the channel, come back down. Maybe you're playing around somewhere in the middle of the channel. You know, you hit the channel, whatever's happening, but eventually you're going to figure your way out of the channel, one direction or the other. So that's what we're watching for. That's what I'm watching for on a daily price chart. And then on the 4-hourly, what seems to be happening is looks like we're looking to base here. All right, that would be good if that can happen. And then we'd be basing at a set of higher highs, which is similar to what happened here. So let's try and get that action. Okay, so that's the 4-hour price chart. And oops, that's about it for Pirate Chain. Don't really have much else to say. Yeah, 4-hour price chart. Nothing is really in favor one way or the other. Where is it all at? Looks like we're breaking to the downside of all of this concern, but whatever. That could be neither here nor there yet, just yet. Price is playing at kind of in the middle of nowhere level. It's relating to this previous level here. You know, nothing is very certain. Maybe it needs to come test the channel one more time before going higher. But ideally here, look, we've made a lower low already. So let's start with this next higher low and move higher. That would be the stronger play, and the play that would look like we might be making it to break out of the channel towards the upside. Okay. Yeah, that's it. So you see those three: down, break, up, break, and some form of continued channeling, maybe into October, mid-October. Okay, you can see how we might channel into mid-October, especially if we make a run up, run down, just in these narrow ranges, anywhere between like 6,500 level and the 5,300 level, 5,100 level by beginning of October. Okay, that's about it for now. There you go. That's your Pirate Chain price chart on the daily, and we can check out the weekly as the week comes to a close over the weekend. But overall, patience is our friend. Yeah, patience is definitely our friend. We're looking good. Awesome. Okay, until next time, Pirates, that's the RBTC. And then we just move over to the RUSDT for a quick spin around here. Let us take an overview of what's happening. We're still within these channeling areas, still within the smaller channel of channels. And oh, wow. It's like one engulfing candle after another, isn't it? You had yesterday's big engulfing green candle, and then today we get quite a strong engulfing red candle. So does that mean we are breaking to the downside? And that is a rejection of the 20-day moving average. Are we breaking to the downside now? This is not what we're looking for. Is it going to follow, for example, Komodo breaking out of that downtrend? Or sorry, breaking down below that the uptrending line. So here we are in this channel. This is a key momentous occasion. Yeah, this is curious. We're on a daily right now. Not really getting getting anywhere. I mean, this could turn continued big red, or it could be turning up and turn into green. Nothing is conclusive just yet, but yeah, not even getting any significant divergence or anything like that. So there you go. I think we're just going to leave it there. You should watch it closely. I'm going to take the 4-hour to go a little bit more locally. Not liking it. Not liking it at all. Wow. Let's just take some notes over here. We'll do some fib extensions. Yeah. Well, we're going past the 1-to-1, and I think barring some miracle, it looks like we're breaking down, and the next target is around $2.40 or so. Let's say even higher, $2.50. Okay, that's the next target on the downside, and that definitely, we want that to hold. We are working with, I guess, to be fair on the 4-hour, if we want to give an uptrending line on the 4-hour, what we're currently working with is something like this. So technically we could see maybe a 257, 255, whatever. That's where this trending line is. So if that's what you're working with, then you got a little bit of room, I guess. Okay, so that's our USDT on the 4-hour time frame. Not looking like our friend right now, but at the end of this could be providing a nice bump up. We shall see where this all leads. Yeah, that's about it for now. This move has been very upward slanting, so maybe it needs to calm down and break down. But this is such a key area here where we have these two channels coming together. Okay, well, it is what it is for now. That's where we are, and we will watch it closely over the coming days. That's it for me. Until next time, love, peace, and happiness. Goodbye.